Welcome to Serious Spoilers. Today I will share an action thriller movie from 2020. Spoilers ahead. Watch and enjoy. The film starts in an office where Becky Hooper is being asked questions regarding an event that recently took place at her family's fort. She gives vague answers and doesn't seem to remember what they are talking about. Flashback to 2 weeks earlier. Becky is just a regular high school student. Her mother passed away a year ago, and she has a strained relationship with her father Jeff. He goes to pick her up from school in the middle of the day, and she is not too pleased. As this happens, a neo-Nazi prison gang is engaging in a brawl, which ends when leader Dominick gives one of his men a shiv to kill their rival. Dominick, plus cohorts Apex, Cole, and Hammond, are riding in a transport van. Dominick instructs Apex to kill the inmate next to him to get the guards to pull over. They use this opportunity to kill the guards and pose as policemen. They stop a man and his 2 children on the street, where Dominick kills the man, and Apex presumably kills the kids, and they take their car. Becky is rude to Jeff on the way to the house because she thinks that he is selling the home when it meant something to her mom. He reveals that they are keeping it, but Becky is more upset when Jeff's girlfriend Kayla and her son Ty arrive. Jeff sits them all down to announce to Becky that he and Kayla are engaged. Unsurprisingly, Becky takes the news poorly and runs out of the house, followed by one of the dogs. She goes to be alone and reminisce about her mom, but she also finds a mysterious key. The neo-Nazis soon show up at the house, initially appearing friendly until their true motives are quickly made clear. Kayla and Ty try to get away in the woods after Apex tries to let them sneak out, but they are cornered by Cole and Hammond. He is startled by Dora, the dog, and shoots her. They take Kayla and Ty back into the house, with Kayla pretending that the dog was Becky after her name is mentioned, so as to also not scare Jeff. Dominick is there to look for the very same key that Becky just found. He shoots Kayla in the leg to prove he's serious but deliberately misses the bone. Becky becomes aware of their presence, and Dominick knows Becky is a person who is near the area. She talks to him over a walkie-talkie she left there and tries to bluff by saying she called the cops from the neighbor's house. Dominick knows she's lying. Dominick brings Jeff outside to lure Becky to him, since he knows she's in the woods behind the house, and he starts to torture Jeff so Becky can watch. She relents and says she will give them the key. Dominick allows Jeff to talk through the radio, but he orders Becky to run. Jeff manages to break free from Apex's grasp and kick Dominick in the face. He runs and manages to find Becky, but he only makes it long enough to tell her he loves her before Dominick shoots him dead. He catches up to Becky and demands the key, which she reveals by using it to gouge out his left eye, allowing her to run with the other dog, Diego. Dominick goes back into the house to cut off the eye and sends Cole and Hammond to go after Becky while he and Apex keep an eye on Kayla and Ty. Cole manages to come across Becky and Diego as they are hiding in a small fort. Becky climbs to the top and ziplines her way down to attack Cole. Using a sharp-edged ruler, she stabs Cole repeatedly until she jams the ruler through his throat, leaving him a bloody mess. Apex shows Kayla and Ty some compassion when they ask for help, but Dominick knows Apex is going soft. He tries to have him reaffirm his loyalty to him since he has been planning this job for years while in prison. Hammond then tries to go after Becky next. After finding Cole's corpse, he chases Becky down to the lake, where she makes him trip and land on a plank of wood with the nails sticking upwards. She hits him more with the nail end of the board until Hammond falls in the water. Becky then hops on the boat and moves it toward Hammond, using the motor to violently shred Hammond's chest until he dies. As she tries to run, she is found by Apex, who knocks Diego down with a hard hit. He doesn't want to hurt Becky after his guilt over killing the other 2 children, so he tries to let her go and get away from Dominick altogether. Diego also turns out to be okay. It is now getting darker. Becky comes across Jeff's body in the woods to apologetically and tearfully tell him she loves him and to say hi to her mom. She makes her presence known to Kayla and Ty, but Kayla tries to distract Dominick so he won't see Becky. Kayla asks him what his whole plan was after mocking him for the futility of it all, to which he basically responds that it's to fit his white supremacist agenda. After Kayla kicks him in the face, Becky sets off the car alarm to lure Dominick. A fight happens in which Apex returns to get Dominick, but he shoots him in the chest to fend him off. Becky then gets Dominick on the ground and uses a lawnmower to run over his head and turn it to paste. Apex apologizes for leaving Becky to face him, thinking he will be redeemed for saving her, but she shoots him in the head. Kayla and Ty then come out with Diego and sit beside Becky as they wait for the police. We return to the office where Becky is talking to the sheriff and a psychologist. Becky never really owns up to the murders, even though they know she did it, and the sheriff expresses concern over the fact. What did you think of the movie? I want to hear your comments below. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Until the next spoiler.